Welcome back to PEMF Today, the show where we dig into the science, the stories, and the people rewriting the playbook on human health. I'm your host, Pat Zemer, and today we're exploring PEMF and CBD. I have often been asked about stacking different modalities with PEMF, and the question has often centered on stacking CBD and PEMF. Leilani Pacheco is the founder and CEO of Gold Wowie CBD and Gold Wowie Equine. Leilani joined MagnaWave as a practitioner in 2019 and as a supplement supplier soon after. I had partnered in a few CBD ventures, so I was familiar and impressed with her knowledge and her desire to focus on the dosing procedures. I recently interviewed her about her business and the stacking opportunities with PEMF, but before that, here is some background on her. Leilani comes from a fourth-generation Hawaiian coffee and ranching family from Kailua, Kona, on the Big Island of Hawaii. Leilani was raised around ranching and coffee farms. All her life, her grandfather was a pioneer in the Kona coffee industry. Leilani selected Aiken, South Carolina, as her home, not only because of her love of horses and all animals, but also because of the people. South Carolina reminded her of the aloha spirit or southern hospitality where she grew up. Leilani has always been proud of where she was born and raised, and she wanted to create a Hawaii CBD brand to help people and animals suffering from afflictions that modern medicine may not address. Gold Wowie CBD is the premier supplier to MagnaWave certified practitioners, celebrity dentists, Olympic chiropractors, wellness centers, veterinarians, equine trainers, dog trainers, therapists, and holistic physicians. Gold Wowie CBD and Gold Wowie Equine have been selected as the premier sponsor for the New Bridge Polo and Country Club for the last 4 polo seasons and include also donating to various polo, equine, and animal-related charities, including Aiken Equine, Rescue, Great Oak, and the Maui Humane Society. Currently a certified cannabis practitioner and expert in dosing and holistic therapies for high-performance horses, including using PEMF, Lomi massage, K-taping, laser, and cupping to her holistic modalities and CBD. So now let's dive into the interview information. I discovered something remarkable when I first combined PEMF therapy with CBD. What began as separate paths in my wellness journey suddenly converged into something far more potent than either modality alone. As a certified CBD practitioner from Hawaii, I've witnessed firsthand how these two therapies create what I call the ultimate 1-2 punch for both humans and animals suffering from pain, inflammation, and neurological imbalances. The revelation came when I observed how PEMF technology actually pulses CBD cannabinoids directly into the nucleus of cells. This isn't just adding two therapies together, it's creating an entirely new therapeutic paradigm. The cellular dance between PEMF and CBD. PEMF pulsed electromagnetic field therapy works by stimulating cellular activity at the most fundamental level. It effectively recharges cells and promotes healing through improved blood flow and modulation of cellular signaling pathways. CBD works through an entirely different mechanism, the endocannabinoid system ECS. It inhibits enzymes that break down anandamide, a naturally occurring endocannabinoid in our bodies. When combined, something fascinating happens. PEMF enhances cellular membrane permeability, which increases CBD absorption and distribution throughout tissues. This cellular-level stimulation allows CBD to reach endocannabinoid receptors, amplifying its therapeutic effects more effectively. I've observed this synergy most dramatically in neurological conditions, breaking the fight or flight loop. Anxiety, PTSD, and trauma create a particular neurological pattern. The mind becomes stuck in the sympathetic nervous system or fight or flight response. This happens in both humans and animals, especially those who've experienced trauma or injury. Traditional approaches often rely on synthetic drugs that merely suppress symptoms temporarily. These medications frequently come with significant side effects and diminishing returns over time. What I've discovered is that pulsing CBD into cells using magnawave PEMF technology seems to unstick the brain from this hypervigilant state. The combination shifts the nervous system from sympathetic fight or flight to parasympathetic rest and digest mode. This is where true healing begins. Real-world applications, from rescue animals to athletes. I've seen this combination work wonders with rescue animals. Foster animals and horses often arrive with unknown histories of trauma or abuse. Their default response is fight or flight, manifesting as aggression, anxiety, crate escape attempts, stall kicking, or cribbing. Their behavior transforms when we pulse CBD with magnawave PEMF. They become noticeably more relaxed and less aggressive. They can process their anxiety in ways that conventional medications never achieved. For human clients with chronic pain, the results are equally impressive. Many have been able to reduce or eliminate their dependency on pharmaceutical drugs that had stopped working or caused debilitating side effects. Clinical evidence supports what I've observed. 62% of PEMF users report synergistic effects when PEMF is combined with other treatment modalities, yielding much better or at least somewhat better results than either therapy alone. Only 1% reported reduced effectiveness when combining therapies. Quality matters. Not all CBD is created equal. The effectiveness of this combination depends critically on using high-quality CBD products. Through experience, I've learned that only whole plant CBD with the legally permitted amount of THC 0.3% provides the full therapeutic benefit. Scientists call this the entourage effect, multiple cannabinoids and terpenes working together more effectively than isolated compounds. Many products labeled as CBD are actually broad spectrum, meaning the THC has been removed during extraction. This tampering breaks the synergistic relationship between cannabinoids. Companies selling these altered products often bypass lab testing requirements for chemicals or toxins. You'll find these inferior products everywhere, from gas stations to online retailers. For therapeutic applications, especially when combined with PEMF, only lab-tested whole plant CBD with a certificate of analysis will deliver optimal results. This mirrors the synergistic relationship between PEMF and CBD. Both rely on natural, whole system approaches rather than isolated interventions. Personalized protocols, the art of dosing. Every person and animal responds differently to these therapies. I always determine CBD dosing based on weight and whether the condition is acute or chronic. We then develop a suggested regimen combining CBD with regular PEMF sessions until we see results. One critical factor is medication history. If someone or their animal has been on multiple medications for an extended period, restoring the body to homeostasis takes longer. This isn't a one-and-done approach. It may require multiple PEMF sessions and longer-term CBD use compared to someone with fewer medications or fewer chronic conditions. I work closely with physicians and veterinarians, taking extensive notes during CBD administration and magnawave sessions. This collaborative approach ensures everyone involved in the client's care is informed and aligned. Overcoming misconceptions through education. The biggest challenge I face isn't the effectiveness of these therapies, it's education. Most clients, physicians, and veterinarians receive no training on holistic alternatives like CBD or PEMF. Their skepticism is understandable. Common misconceptions include confusing CBD with marijuana. I explained that hemp-derived CBD contains only 0.3% THC, far below marijuana's potential 30% THC content. This tiny amount of THC is non-psychoactive, but therapeutically essential. With PEMF, many don't understand how electromagnetic fields interact with biological systems. I focus on explaining its anti-inflammatory mechanisms and cellular-level effects. Once healthcare providers see that we're all working toward the same goal, helping clients feel better, most support integrating these complementary approaches. The scientific foundation and future research. The scientific evidence supporting both modalities continues to grow. PEMF therapy has been FDA approved since 1979 for treating non-union fractures in horses, demonstrating its long-established safety and efficacy in veterinary applications. This provides a solid foundation for combining it with newer therapeutic approaches like CBD. Recent veterinary research indicates that CBD administered to senior horses over 90 days showed potential benefits for managing inflammation, suggesting it could be a valuable complementary therapy to PEMF for equine healthcare. Multiple studies show that PEMF has antibacterial properties and speeds up the healing time of open wounds in humans and animals. This complements CBD's ability to reduce inflammation and modulate immune responses. The real-world evidence is also compelling. 12 of the last 16 Kentucky Derby winners received MagnaWave PEMF therapy. Professional athletes across NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and MLS teams regularly utilize these sessions for recovery and performance. However, significant research gaps remain, particularly regarding the specific interaction mechanisms between PEMF and the endocannabinoid system. A vision for integrated wellness. I see tremendous potential for these complementary modalities to become mainstream wellness practices. The power of personal experience and word of mouth cannot be overstated. When clients experience relief that conventional medicine couldn't provide, they become powerful advocates. In the following 5-10 years, alternative and holistic approaches like CBD and MagnaWave PEMF will be fully integrated with Western medicine. This holistic approach gives clients options rather than forcing them to choose one paradigm over another. The future isn't about replacing conventional medicine. It's about creating a more comprehensive approach to wellness that leverages the best available modalities. By stacking these therapies, combining PEMF's cellular stimulation with CBD's endocannabinoid system support, we're pioneering a more effective approach to pain, inflammation, and neurological balance for humans and animals. This synergistic relationship represents the future of wellness, integrated, personalized, and profoundly effective. Leilani has presented us with great information, and I thank her for her work and participation in today's PEMF Today edition. Her contact information is in the show notes and the episode transcription. This content is not meant to present a diagnosis or healing protocols. It is presented as anecdotal information as PEMF is further researched and developed. Your questions, comments, and reviews are greatly appreciated. So until next time, this is Pat Ziemer. Have a great day and wave on for better health.